Welcome to Inspire Unleashed, where we take a deep dive into the twisted corridors of the mind and talk about mindful living and emerge with smirks on our face. Today, I actually want to talk about challenging the society's obsession with being perfect and celebrate those imperfections instead. Now, many times, you know, the way we feel about being perfect usually is deep seated in fears and insecurities. So I want to dive into that coming up on Inspire Unleashed. Picture this. You find yourself in front of the mirror and you are scrutinizing every flaw, every imperfection, like a forensic detective at a crime scene. And then you realize, as you look at your reflection, that this is ridiculous. Who decided that you have to have this symmetrical features or you have to have perfect flawless skin and that's epitome of beauty. It's ridiculous. It was not the person that invented bedhead or the person that thought that, jumping out of bed and heading to work in our pajamas was a good idea. And it is. I love it. I love it. But as I mentioned, the quest for perfection is truly, I think, deep rooted in fears and insecurities because we were conditioned to believe that, worthiness is contingent upon meeting this impossible standard of beauty, of success, of achievement. And the kicker is perfection is a myth. It's like trying to catch a rainbow. No matter how hard you try, you are not going to catch it. And believe me, I have tried many times. I know that you have too. But that's what it is. It's a myth. Nobody is perfect except for Jesus. Perfection's overrated. Honestly, I perfection is overrated. It's like the unicorn that's elusive and it's mythical, but it doesn't exist. It's it is a myth. And the thing is, we spend hours trying to be perfect, try to be that person that everybody wants us to be, trying to attain this impossible standard. And to be quite honest, it really just leads to frustration. You feel inadequate and even sad. Let's flip the script. Let's embrace imperfection and know and understand that it's okay to be utterly human. The thing is, psychologically speaking, that our obsession with being perfect is it's this phenomenon known as ideal self. It's where we are constantly comparing ourselves to an image that's not real. It's a version of ourselves where we feel that we have to be this thing, where we have to do this and we have to look like this. And all it is fueling feelings of inadequacy and self doubt. So I want you to redefine perfection. I want it to be redefine it as messy, vulnerable, um, inadequate, and one that has many flaws. Because then when you look at perfection, we will all be able to attain that because it's simply being human. That is what perfection is. It's simply being human. So if you are able to, if you're able to know and understand that, if you can think of perfection as just being human and messy and vulnerable and inadequate and tons of flaws, then you've got it made. There is something undeniably liberating about being able to laugh at ourselves, about, being able to laugh at our flaws and our embarrassing moments. It's giving yourself permission to be human. So do it. Laugh at yourself. Be that klutz. Let the freak out. Seriously, let the freak out and just be okay with it. Remember that being perfect is absolutely, positively the most boring thing that you can be. Now, imperfection is where the fun is at, truly. When we laugh at ourselves, we are not only acknowledging that it's okay to have flaws, we are also reclaiming our power to write our own narrative and say, I am not perfect, but I'm perfectly okay with that. And when we do that, we free ourselves. We free ourselves from this suffocating grip of perfectionism. And we embrace this messy, this beautiful reality of being human. Here's another thing. I want you to remember that we are each a unique thread woven together with care, with purpose by the divine hands of our creator. Like, we were never meant to be flawless. We were never meant to be perfect. We are beautifully flawed works of art. That was how we were created. That was how we are made. So understanding that is going to help you do, whatever it is that you want to do and be the best at it, because you understand that, nobody's perfect. That image is not perfect. So when you find yourself, nitpicking your perceived flaws, I need you to remember that you were fearfully and wonderfully made, flaws and imperfections and all. We are not a flaw to be corrected or a problem to be solved. We're just human. And we have to embrace and accept, we have to embrace all of it so that we have self-acceptance, which is self-love. And self-acceptance is not pretending to be perfect. You have to celebrate your uniqueness. You have to dare to be, authentically and unapologetically you. You have to let your freak out. You have to, honestly, don't stand in front of the mirror and look at your reflection and point out every imperfection, because you are perfectly imperfect. And you have to remember that, because that's the only way that you will be happy with yourself. So, love the skin you're in. Now, if you did find this video at least entertaining or hopefully insightful, please hit the like and subscribe button and join us for more on Inspire Unleashed. And as always, don't take everything so serious. You have to embrace the chaos. You have to dance with your inner villain, and you have to laugh in the face of adversity. And until next time, stay inspired, stay unleashed, and please, please embrace and keep shining like that beautiful, glorious disaster you were meant to be.